Hey guys, welcome back. So today we'll be dividing a polynomial by a monomial. So let's do a quick review. If you are dividing with the same base, x to the fifth power divided by x to the second power, remember when you're dividing with the same base, then you need to subtract your exponents. So this is going to be x5 minus 2, and your final answer is going to be x to the third power. So let's look at this example. I'm going to simplify 18 divided by 3. This is going to give us 6. And here I am dividing with the same base, so I'm going to subtract my exponents. So we have 6x, 6 minus 2, and this is going to equal 6x to the fourth power. 4x cubed divided by 8x squared. I can simplify the 4 and the 8, and this is going to equal 1 over 2. Because 4 goes into 4 one time, and then 4 goes into 8 two times. So this is going to simplify as 1 over 2. And since we're dividing with the same base, we're going to subtract our exponents. 3 minus 2 is going to equal 1. And this is your final answer. So let's look at this example. We have a polynomial divided by a monomial. And the best way to divide this is to divide each term by the divisor. So we have 12x cubed divided by 2x plus 6x squared divided by 2x minus 2x divided by 2x. Now let's go ahead and simplify. So 12 divided by 2, this is going to equal 6. And then here we're dividing with the same base, so we're going to subtract our exponents. So x3 minus 1 is going to be here. And then here plus 6 divided by 2, this is 3. And then x2 minus 1 is going to be here. Same thing here. So negative 2 divided by 2 is going to equal negative 1. And then we have our x's here, which is going to cancel out. So we have 6x, 3 minus 1 is 2, plus 3x, 2 minus 1, this is just going to be 1, and then minus 1. So if you simplify this 3x here, you're going to get 6x squared plus 3x minus 1 as your final answer. And if you wanted to check your answer, you're going to do your quotient, which is 6x squared plus 3x minus 1 times your divisor. In this example is 2x. This will take you back to your dividend. So let's look at this example. I'm going to divide each term by the divisor. So we have 8x to the fourth divided by 4x squared plus 2x squared divided by 4x squared, and then negative 1 divided by 4x squared. So we have 8 divided by 4. This is going to equal 2. And then we have x to the fourth divided by x squared. So we have 4 minus 2. Here we have 2 divided by 4. This is going to simplify as 1 over 2 because 2 goes into 2 one time, and then 2 goes into 4 two times. And then we're going to subtract our exponents. So x2 minus 2. And this is going to be 1 over 4x squared. And we're going to leave this alone for now. So we have 2x squared plus 1 over 2. Because x2 minus 2, this is going to equal x to the 0 power. And remember, x to the 0 power equals 1. And then we have minus 1 over 4x squared. So your final answer is 2x squared plus 1/2 minus 1 over 4x squared. And this is your final answer. And if we wanted to check our work, let's go ahead and check. We have our quotient, which is 2x squared plus 1/2 minus 1 over 4x squared. And we're going to multiply that with our divisor. 4x squared times 2x squared, this is going to be 8x to the fourth. 4x squared times 1/2, this is going to equal a positive 2x. And then we have 4x squared times 1 over 4x squared. This is going to equal a negative 1. So by checking our answer, it took us back to the original problem, so we know this is the correct answer. Let's look at this example, 5x to the fifth power over x squared plus 3x to the fourth power over x squared plus 10x cubed over x squared. 5 divided by our imaginary 1 here is going to equal 5. We have x to the fifth divided by x squared. This is going to equal x cubed. Plus, we have 3x to the fourth divided by x squared. We have 3 divided by our imaginary 1. That's going to give us 3. And then we have x to the fourth over x squared. I'm dividing with the same base. I'm going to subtract my exponents. So this is going to give me x squared. So we're going to get x squared here. So we have 10 divided by our imaginary 1. This is going to equal a positive 10. And then we have x cubed minus x squared. This is just going to give us x. Let's try 5x cubed minus 3x squared plus x divided by x. I'm going to divide each term by the divisor. So we have 5x cubed divided by x minus 3x squared divided by x plus x divided by x. This is going to equal 5 divided by 1 is going to be 5. X cubed divided by x is going to turn into x cubed minus 1 minus 3x squared minus 1. And then you're going to get a positive 1 here. So now we have 5x squared minus 3x to the first power plus 1. And this is your final answer. So let's say you tried solving this with long division. So we have our x on the outside and 5x cubed minus 3x squared plus x. So let's look here. What number times x is going to give us 5x cubed? And this is going to be 5x squared. Because 5x squared times x, we're going to get 5x cubed. Now I'm going to subtract 5x cubed. These are going to cancel out. Remember, you have to distribute this negative to all of the terms inside your parentheses. I'm going to go ahead and bring down my negative 3x squared and my x. What number times x is going to give me negative 3x squared? And this is going to be a negative 3x. Negative 3x times x, we're going to get negative 3x squared. We're going to subtract. And remember, this negative applies to all of the terms inside your parentheses. These first terms are going to cancel out. I'm going to go ahead and bring down my x. What number times x is going to give me just a positive x? And that's going to be a positive 1. Because 1 times x is going to equal x. And x minus x, they're going to cancel out. We're just going to get 0. And notice you still get the same answer if you do long division, or you can divide each term by the divisor. So 10x to the fifth minus 5x to the fourth plus 15x squared. So let's look at this example. I'm going to divide each term by the divisor. So we have 10x to the fifth divided by 5x squared minus 5x to the fourth divided by 5x squared, and then plus 15x squared divided by 5x squared. 10 divided by 5, this is going to equal 2. I'm dividing with the same base, so I need to subtract my exponents. So we have x5 minus 2 minus 5 divided by 5 is 1. And then we have x to the fourth minus 2. And then here we have 15 divided by 5. This is going to equal 3. And then you have x2 minus 2. So we have 2x cubed, because 5 minus 2 is 3, minus 1x, 4 minus 2 is 2, plus 3x to the 0 power, because 2 minus 2 is 0. And remember, anything to the 0 power is going to equal 1. So this is going to equal 1. So your final answer is going to be 2x cubed minus 1x squared plus 3. And this is your final answer. So let's look at this example. We have negative 21x cubed divided by x plus x squared divided by x minus 3x divided by x plus 4 divided by x. Negative 21 divided by your imaginary 1 here is going to equal negative 21. X cubed divided by x, we're going to get x3 minus 1 plus x2 minus 1 minus 3, because these x's here are going to cancel out, plus 4 over x. Negative 21 x squared plus x to the first power. 2 minus 1 is going to equal 1 minus 3 plus 4 over x. And this is your final answer. And remember, if you want to check your work, you're going to do your quotient, which is here, times your divisor, which is the x. It will take you back to your dividend. So let's look at this example here. We're going to divide each term by my divisor, which is x squared. So 8x cubed divided by x squared minus x squared divided by x squared plus 1 over x squared. So 8 divided by 1, this is going to equal 8. And then x cubed minus 2 minus, these are going to cancel out, so you're just going to put minus 1. And then we have plus 1 over x squared. Let's go ahead and clean this up just a little bit. So we have 8x, 3 minus 2 is 1, and then minus 1 plus 1 over x squared. And this is your final answer. All right, so that is all for today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.